everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are in the kitchen, but we don't even have to turn on the oven. We are going to make some of my family's favorite no-bake desserts. These are perfect if you want to take them to a potluck, or if you want to feed them to guests that are coming over, or if you just want to feed them to your own family. They are delicious, but they don't heat up your kitchen or your oven. So let's get to baking. You will find all of these recipes in the description box down below. We're going to start off by making Oreo fluff. So you're first going to need 3 tablespoons of salted butter melted in the microwave. Next, you're going to need 1.5 cups of finely crushed Oreo cookies. So I like to use my blender to do this. You want the Oreos really finely crushed, otherwise it's hard to cut through when you're slicing a piece of this. So just make sure that they're really fine, kind of powdery for the bottom crust. This is what your Oreo crumbs should look like, nice and finely crushed. Now we're going to take our melted butter and we're going to add our Oreo crumbs to the melted butter. Now I like to take a fork and mix this together really well. Next, we're going to grease an 8 by 8 inch baking dish. Press your Oreo butter mixture into the bottom of your baking dish. Make sure that you press it really well so it makes a nice hard crust. Set your crust aside, and now we're going to make our creamy layer. So you'll need 1 package of cream cheese. This is an 8-ounce package. Make sure it's softened. It makes it a lot easier to mix. Then we're going to add a 1/2 cup of granulated white sugar. And you'll mix this together really well. In a separate bowl, you're going to add 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. Then you're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then you're going to add 3 tablespoons of white granulated sugar. Now you're going to mix this until stiff peaks form. So what I mean by that is when you take out your mixers, you will have these little peaks that will hold their shape. That's when you know that it's ready. Now you're going to take a separate bag, a nice zip top bag, and you're going to add 8 Oreos into this bag. And then we're going to coarsely crush the Oreos. So you don't want, the powdery really finely crushed Oreos. You want big chunks of Oreos this time. And I like to just take, the back end of a spoon or something like that, or you can use a mallet, whatever you have, and just make some coarse, big chunks of the Oreo. Next, you're going to fold the whipped cream mixture in with the cream cheese mixture and fold those two together. Next, go ahead and add those big chunks of Oreo and mix this all together. Next, we're going to take our Oreo crust and our cream cheese whipped cream mixture, and you're only going to use half of this mixture. And go ahead and smooth it out really nicely on top of that Oreo crust. Set this aside, and now we're going to make the chocolate pudding mixture. So take a separate bowl, and you're going to take 1 package of chocolate instant pudding and 1.5 cups of cold milk. You don't want to use the instructions on the pudding box because your pudding won't set up. So we're going to add less milk than what's on the box. So just 1.5 cups of milk. Stir this together really well. Set your pudding aside until it gets thicker, and then you're going to take your same bag, and this time you're going to take 6 Oreos and coarsely crush them. Next, you're going to layer your chocolate pudding mixture on top of your white creamy mixture and smooth it out. Top your pudding layer with your remaining creamy mixture and gently spread evenly over the top. Then you're going to sprinkle your Oreo chunks evenly over the top. Cover and refrigerate for several hours or overnight. You guys, this dessert is so heavenly. It's light, fluffy, creamy, chocolatey. Oh, it's so delicious. I promise you it's a crowd pleaser. Okay, next we're going to make lemon lush. So we need to start out with 2 cups of crushed graham crackers. This is about 14 of the large crackers. You'll place them in a zip top bag and you'll roll them until they are crushed. I don't do this in my blender because they don't crush as well in my blender, but make sure that they are super fine crumbs. Next, we need 10 tablespoons of salted butter melted in the microwave. We are going to put this in a 9 by 13 inch baking dish, and you're going to spray the bottom with cooking spray. Set your baking dish aside, and we're going to mix our melted butter with our graham cracker crumbs. Then you're going to add 1/3 cup of white granulated sugar and mix this together really well. Press this mixture into the bottom of a 9 by 13 inch pan, and you're going to chill in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. In a separate bowl, you're going to combine 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese. Make sure that the cream cheese is softened so that it's easier to mix. Then you're going to add 1 cup of powdered sugar, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and then you're going to mix this together really well. Next, you're going to add 1 8-ounce package of whipped topping. You want this to be soft as well, so it's easier to mix in. Stir this together until it's nice and fluffy. Spread this mixture evenly over your graham cracker crust. Set this mixture aside. Now take a separate bowl and we're going to make our lemon pudding mix. You need 2 packages, 3.4 ounce packages of instant lemon pudding mix. Next, you're going to add 3 cups of milk. Stir the pudding together until it starts to thicken up. Spread your lemon pudding mixture evenly over top of your cream cheese layer. Top your pudding layer with your remaining Cool Whip, which will be 8 ounces of Cool Whip. Spread evenly, and then you want to chill this in the refrigerator for at least an hour before serving. You guys, this is seriously one of my personal favorite desserts. It's so light and fluffy and creamy, and it just reminds me of summer. I love this dessert. Next, we're going to make chocolate peanut butter bars. First, you need a 9 by 13 inch baking dish, and you want to line your baking dish with either parchment paper or tin foil. You want to make this long enough that you have an overhang. This will make it easier when your dessert is finished to pull the whole entire pan of dessert out of this baking dish. First, in a small bowl, you're going to take 1 cup of salted butter and melt it in the microwave. In this recipe, we need 2 cups of graham cracker crumbs. So I'm just going to put a bunch of graham crackers in a zip top bag, and I'm going to crush them with a rolling pin until they're nice and finely crushed. In a medium bowl, you're going to add your melted butter and 1 cup of creamy peanut butter. You don't want to use the natural peanut butter in this recipe or it won't set up. You can't have, the oil, natural peanut butter. You have to have like a Jif or a Skippy or peanut butter like that. And then you're going to mix it together really well. Next, you're going to add 2 cups of powdered sugar. Mix this together until it's fully combined. Next, you're going to add 1 cup of graham cracker crumbs, mix together really well, and then add another cup of graham cracker crumbs and mix. So that will be 2 cups total, mixed one at a time. Scoop your peanut butter mixture into the bottom of your pan, and then you're going to spread it out so it's one nice even layer, and then you're going to set this mixture aside. Next, you're going to take a separate bowl and you're going to add 1 12-ounce package of semi-sweet chocolate chips to the bowl, and then you're going to add 1/4 cup of creamy peanut butter to the chocolate chip mixture. Put this mixture in the microwave and microwave for 30 seconds. Then you're going to stir this really well, and then you're going to place this in the microwave again for 30 more seconds and then stir. Keep stirring and it will melt as you continue to stir. If you need to put it in the microwave one more time for maybe 20 seconds, you can do so, but the 2 30-second cycles should be enough. Now you're going to take your peanut butter mixture and you're going to top it with the creamy melted chocolate, and you're going to spread it evenly over the top. Cover tightly and refrigerate for at least 1.5 to 2 hours or until firm and chocolate is set. Once it's firm, you can lift it out of the pan using the overhang from your tin foil, and then you can slice it while it's still nice and cold from the refrigerator. Serve immediately. If you love chocolate and you love peanut butter, you have got to try these homemade chocolate peanut butter bars. They are way better than anything you can buy in the store. They are so delicious. Eat them while they're nice and cool. Oh, they're so yummy. Thank you so much for joining me today in this video, and I hope you will try some of these recipes and leave me a comment down below if you do. I would love to hear from you, and I post cooking videos every single Wednesday and a cleaning video every Saturday. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.